Notice how boxers like Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. can move around the outside of the ring like it's easy. Well, today I'm going to show you 3 things that the pros do really well to have success boxing on the outside. And I think the last tip will probably shock you. Well, if you're new here, my name's Cody. I'm an amateur boxer and an amateur boxing coach, and I teach beginners the sport of boxing on this channel. And I also have a free online boxing forum if you want some of my free guides and courses and free boxing coaching. I'll leave the link in the description if you would like to join that. But the first tip I'm going to be teaching you about outside fighting today is how you have to change the pace with your feet all the time. Now, if you notice, I've got all this space around here. Now, in boxing, if you just move at one gear like this same pace, you're going to become very, very predictable. So what I need you to do is mix up the pace and the gear all the time. You need to visualize yourself like a car. You've got gear 1 to 6, and your gear 1 might be this. You know, nice and slow, you're not really doing anything much. And your gear 6 is going to be that high intensity, moving fast, moving around. And that's the difference in changing your gears. You've got to be able to mix them up all the time. So it might look like this. You might be moving here. As your opponent comes in, you might quickly step away from them. You might slow it down, throw 2 shots, boom, boom, then get back out. You have to be unpredictable with what your feet are doing, because otherwise fighting on the outside, you will eventually get caught on the ropes or in the corner of the ring. Now, the second things the top pros do when fighting on the outside is throwing feints at their opponents, dummy shots. Now, this works very well because especially when you're on the outside or you're backed up onto the ropes or in the corner of the ring, your opponent might get comfortable and go, "Oh, I think I've got him." And that gives them an opportunity to step in on you. But if you're throwing feints, you're keeping them thinking and you're making them hesitate and think twice before they step in. So when they're on the outside, they don't just cover up here and just sit back and let their opponent come to them. They're keeping comfortable and smart, and they're using feints to make their opponent think they're about to throw at them. And just think, if you're an aggressive fighter and you really want to unload your punch on someone on the ropes, but they keep feinting and you think they're going to throw a shot back, that can really throw you off.
Still, you see some concern on his face, and now he's getting tagged with all kinds of stuff. I mean, from every angle.
But you see, and Chico has not thrown.
You can even do this with the feet too. I might start moving to my right, feint to go left, and then move again. So then this way you don't know which direction I'm going to go. Because remember, when you're on the ropes or in the corner, you can't just sit there and be a punch bag. You have to be hard and awkward to hit. Now, the third thing the top outside fighters do is actually quite risky, but the reward and the payoff is really, really high if you manage to do it. And I'm not saying you should go away and do this straight away, because this takes practice. You need good reaction time, you need to be fast, and you need to know what you're doing. But what I'm talking about is setting traps. Now, just remember, you don't have to go away and copy exactly what I'm teaching here. I'm just giving you examples. But one thing Roy Jones Jr. was really good at was fighting with his hands down. Because now you think there's a gap to throw punches. But just when you think you could throw, he would slip, boom, then get back out of there.
Love the opponent or whatever.
Shane Mosley learned that on Saturday night.
Again, Floyd Mayweather used to do this really well. He used to drop his lead hand, put his chin in front of you, make you throw that jab so he could pull back, throw the backhand, and then move off. This is very smart and very advanced to do. And the examples I've just shown you there are very hard to do. You have to be quite skillful to pull that off. But I'm going to show you an easier version of something you might be able to do. So again, if you're a beginner sparring, you might even use the high guard as a bait. So you might show your opponent your body to make them think they can hit your body. Just think now, your opponent might lunge in and throw that body shot, leaving them open around the side. So you might open up the body shot, step back, and then throw back at your opponent. As I say, setting traps is risky, but it's a very advanced and smart thing to do in boxing. So if you can practice that and get good at it, that's amazing. I hope you learned plenty from this video. If you click on this video here next, I'll teach you some more. Goodbye.